Chimigwech, we sema, akwe, miskawawa te nene, Indigenous khas, wabshki maingan, do dem, na ning ni mide, gai, kinebik minis, ndunji. Shemani do, kimishamasanan, chimigwech sema, Shemani do, hodu tapunan sema, nangam gijik, we, 2021 MIYAA Awards. I want to say miigwech for the awards that are taking place and to ask our Creator to watch over all of us, especially those who are receiving their awards tonight. Watch over and clear a good road for each one of them to achieve all of the things that they are trying to do. We ask for a good life for all of those ones, and we think about all of those who have created this gathering and ask for life, new life, and healing for all of them, Grandfather. We ask that we might remember our elders at this time. We might remember those who are sick and in need, and those who are in hunger, those who are in need of shelter. We ask, Grandfather, that you pity all of them. In this good way we think about today and all of the things that we are set out to do, we ask that we might do them in a good way, Grandfather, and that all of these young people who are being given awards will find that goodness in life and be able to carry that forward for a long time. Miigwech. Thank you. Miigwech manidu, miigwech manidu, miigwech manidu, miigwech manidu, miigwech manidu.
Miigwech to Elder Dan Thomas for the opening prayer and victory song to open up our event. MIYAA would like to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 1 territory, homeland of the Red River Métis, and the ancestral lands of the Anishinaabe, Ininiwak, Anisiniwak, Dakota, Dene, and Inuit. My name is Helen Robinson Satie, and I'm one of the co-chairs for the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards.
Good evening. My name is Darlene Daniels, and I'm another one of the co-chairs for the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards. The MIYAA Planning Committee understands that one of the large benefits of our annual awards gala is that in-person gathering and celebrations. However, given the continuing COVID-19 pandemic and the variance of concerns, we would still like to provide an opportunity for Indigenous youth to gather and celebrate virtually for a second year. We felt it was important to come together again this year for the MIYAA 2021, even if it's virtual, to honor and celebrate youth, as it will be given some time before we are able to gather again in large crowds. The MIYAA Planning Committee has decided to proceed with 3 virtual award celebrations to honor the MIYAA 2021 recipients. And we are also happy to announce that our host for the MIYAA 21 is Pema Trail School Division.
Before we introduce the MIYAA MCs, we want to thank many people who made this event possible. Miigwech to the scholarship sponsors who have generously provided a scholarship for $1,000 or in some categories, 2 scholarships for $2,000. In addition, sponsors are also giving a star blanket to the recipients and a beaded medallion. These scholarships go a long way to help Indigenous youth as they continue their studies. The sponsors are Manitoba Hydro, Louis Riel Institute, Daniel's Family, New Directions, Workers' Compensation Board of Manitoba, University of Winnipeg, Wawanesa Insurance, Manitoba Healthcare Providers Network, Royal Bank of Canada, Red River College Polytech, the James Golic Grant, and Manitoba Indigenous Reconciliation and Northern Relations.
Community sponsors: Manitoba Building Trades, Manitoba Indigenous Reconciliation and Northern Relations, School Divisions, Pembina Trail School Division, River East Transcona School Division, Winnipeg School Division, and Louis Riel School Division.
The MIYAA Committee: Elder Myra Laramie for her guidance, Elder Dan Thomas for his guidance, beautiful songs and prayers, Lisa Bowles, Kelly Weeb, Shauna Nagler, Jason Drysdale, Leanne Smith, Rob Rial, Michelle Goujon, Jennifer Hume, Billy Joe Cross, Sean Oliver, Sharon Paranto.
Others that made the event with their artistry: Valdine Flatfoot, the MIYAA medallions, Opiki Waywin, the MIYAA blankets, Yu Tong, web designer, Manitoba Education and Early Childhood Learning, Pembina Trail School Division IT Department, River East Transcona Indigenous Graduation Coach Program, Winnipeg School Division Indigenous Graduation Coach Program, Sherry Domenko from Planners Plus.
Masters of Ceremonies: Miigwech for being the inaugural MCs for these virtual events. Our first MC is Robin Chow, who is the recipient for the 2020 MIYAA Community Volunteerism Junior Award. Robin was Student Council President and valedictorian at her high school, Dakota Collegiate. Last year, she played a role in the U of M Society of Earth Science and Environmental Studies Council and recently worked with the Manitoba Métis Federation in their Energy, Infrastructure and Resource Department. She is a 19-year-old Métis student from Winnipeg, Manitoba, with a passion for environmental sustainability and is currently majoring in marketing at Red River College Polytech. Robin hopes to inspire youth to find interest in our natural environment and help create change for our future. The second MC is Weston Sutherland, who was the 2020 Cultural Mail recipient.
Weston is a 21-year-old and originally from Peguis, Manitoba, but currently living in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Weston is very passionate about language and culture, and he works hard to revitalize his language, which is Ojibwe. He began serious learning in 2015 and did know some words and phrases growing up. Some of the work he is doing is translating cartoons and other media into Anishinaabe Mowin. He finds it awesome to do language work for his people, his friends, and his family. He's always hoped that his work would inspire other communities and cultures to take on a similar approach to language revitalization because it is such a fun way to teach and preserve language. He is also very proud of all the Indigenous youth for making difference in our world and for being just overall inspiring. He feels little steps go a long way in the end, and it is very honored to be one of the MCs for this year's MIYAA. Please welcome Robin and Weston, your 2021 virtual MCs.
Thank you, Darlene and Helen, for the introduction. It is an honor for us to be your MCs for the 2021 Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards to honor this year's recipients. As you heard from Darlene and Helen, there will be 3 virtual award celebrations to honor MIYAA 2021 recipients due to the COVID pandemic. The 3 award celebrations will take place in February, March 8th, and April 6th. It's great to have so many people on this virtual platform to support and honor Indigenous youth through these awards.
One of the goals of the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards is to honor Indigenous youth from Manitoba in the areas of academics, arts, athletics, business entrepreneurship, community volunteerism, culture, personal achievement, traditional employment, health, women in technology awards. Another goal is to provide scholarships through the generosity of many sponsors, which will provide Indigenous youth to pursue dreams and prepare for the future. We know how much financial support can help youth as they pursue their studies. Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards have also created positive role models for Indigenous youth. Past recipients are members of the organizing committee. As MCs, we are also past recipients. The MIYAA Facebook page also highlights some positive role models sharing their experiences since they were honored with an award.
Before we begin the awards ceremony, a video recording of representatives from Pembina Trails Selection Committee, Selena Starling, Grace Little, Anderson Green, and Dawson Andrews will share information on the nomination and selection process for this year's recipients. Please watch this video, and thank you to the 2021 Selection Committee and to Pembina Trails School Division for your support.
Oh, it's so inspiring because seeing like children my own age getting to do all these amazing opportunities and putting themselves out there in the world and showcasing what they have done and what they're willing to do in their future. I aspire to do that. So seeing all of these other like kids like me, Indigenous, and some of them in foster care, like that's my story too. And so it's so inspiring and uplifting to see all of these amazing kids doing this.
These awards could, for a person, they could, when they get this award, they could use it on their resume, for example, and they could boost their leadership skills as a person. They could expand what the potential they have as a person. They could expand it and become a leader to the communities, to reserves, to the whole Indigenous community. They could inspire kids to be like them and prove that not all Indigenous people are about gang violence and drugs and alcohol.
It's so inspiring to me. I didn't even know at first that these awards were a thing. And now that I've seen all of these like excellent students achieving high grades and like being active in their communities, I really want to go and try and get myself nominated. I'd like to raise my grades and like get included in extracurriculars at school. And it even makes me want to become more connected with my own Indigenous culture.
It does feel inspiring. It makes you feel like the Indigenous community is still growing.
It's important for even younger kids to see youths like them like achieve all of these awards, and even if they don't win the awards, then be nominated and strive for greater things. And yeah, it's really important for younger kids and for older people too, to see all these youths achieve what they might have not been able to.
For some of them, I could relate on a personal level. I could relate to them, and that some people in this world you could relate to. They have similar pain and passion in this world. He has similar interests. That we shouldn't really judge people without knowing the story.
Because I think it's great for youth to get their voices out there, and especially Indigenous youth, because our voices aren't really heard. So by doing these awards, these children get to put their voices out in the world and say, hey, look at what these Indigenous youth are doing. Instead of having a bad reputation, they're actually showcasing everything they've been doing right.
The next item on the program is what we look forward to each year, the awards ceremony. Gifts presented to the award recipient are a star blanket and a beaded medallion. Traditionally, past recipients presented the award recipient with the star blanket and a medallion. This year, because we are in the homes of recipients, someone from their bubble will present the blanket, medallion, and scholarship. In addition, Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Award recipients will receive a $1,000 scholarship. Each scholarship sponsor have pre-recorded a message to the recipient. MIYAA is grateful to all the scholarship sponsors for their generosity.
This evening, we will be honoring recipients for the Women in Computology Awards and Employment in Traditional Field. This is the last virtual award ceremony and the last two categories being honored for the 2021 Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards. The first category is the Employment in a Traditional Field. Tracy Brandt, Chair of Indigenous Education Programs from Red River College Polytech, will share a message to the recipient of Employment in a Traditional Field.
Greetings from Red River College Polytechnic. I am Tracy Brandt, Chair of Aboriginal Education and Access Programs. It brings me great pride to be able to join you virtually for the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards. These awards hold such a special place in my heart because it is a place where Indigenous youth get to shine with a spotlight on their accomplishments. I'm proud to speak to you on behalf of RRC Polytech, sponsor of the Employment in a Traditional Field category. The recipient of this award is Lee Flett. He participated in the Spirit of Story program where he fell in love with media, which he hopes to bring forward the voices of our elders and Indigenous perspective through film, pictures, and stories. Congratulations, Lee.
Employment in a traditional field is presented to an individual between the age of 16 to 24 who is pursuing or have achieved self-reliance, economic independence in traditional occupations such as fishing or hunting, and committed to preserving traditional expertise such as dog sledding, tanning, traditional Aboriginal crafts, etc. The 2021 recipient of this award is Lee Flett from Barrens River First Nation, nominated by Kevin Setti.
The next category is Employment in a Traditional Field, and the recipient is Lee Flett. Lee is a 20-year-old Anishinaabe from Barrens River First Nation and was nominated by Kevin Setti. Lee participated in the Spirit of Story program where he learned about and fell in love with media and how these tools can bring forward stories from Indigenous perspectives. Lee works to bring forward the voice of elders through film, pictures, and interviewing them. He sets up cameras, lights, and supports the recording to capture stories and teachings. Lee dreams of using his skills to capture his own family stories and experience. Lee says, "Just get started. When I started, I was overwhelmed. But surround yourself with the right people. People who are very inclusive and take the time to get to know you and help you." Congratulations, Lee.
And now to our next award.
The last award category for this evening is Women in Computology. There will be 2 awards given. Jill Golic from the James Golic Grant for Women in Computology will share a message to the recipients.
Congratulations on the success and achievements that have earned you this award. My name is Jill Golic, and I'm here on behalf of the James Golic Grant for Women in Computology. The grant is named for my late son, James, who was a software engineer, but called himself a computologist. James understood that the path to success in technology is a daunting one, especially for women. He knew it wasn't enough to be passively inclusive. He saw it as his responsibility to actively recruit and mentor women for careers in technology. James also loved a good celebration, and he would have been sorry to miss this one tonight. Along with this award, we have 3 hopes for your future. First, whatever path you follow, we hope that you meet generous mentors who will help you achieve your goals and dreams. Second, we hope that you'll be inspired to carry James's goals forward into the future, not just through your own achievements, but also by reaching out to help others to venture into daunting territory. And finally, like James, we hope you balance achievement with fun and friendship Work hard, but play hard too. Wishing you much success and happiness wherever your path leads. Congratulations.
2 awards will be presented to Indigenous women aged 16 to 24 years in recognition of their achievements in computer sciences, software development, coding, or other technology-related activities, either in post-secondary institutions, training institutions, or working in the field of computer science. The first recipient is Kiera Hare from the Métis Nation, nominated by Jamie Leduc from the Winnipeg School Division.
The next recipient of the James Golic Grant for Women in Computology is Kiera Hare. Kiera is an 18-year-old Métis woman from Winnipeg, Manitoba. She was nominated by Jamie Leduc from the Winnipeg School Division. Kiera is a grade 12 student at Sutherland High School in the Winnipeg School Division. She excels in academics and specifically in the areas of interactive digital media, coding and design, animation, compositing, project management, with grades between 90 and 100%. She took a leadership role in the development of a short film project to pitch to 4 mentors from Nickelodeon Animation Studios. This year, Kiera is developing a VR animated short film themed on truth and reconciliation. Kiera was the recipient of the Toon Boom Animation Merit Award for having the highest grade in animation last year. Toon Boom is considered the world's industry standard 2D animation software. She is also an active member in the school's Sustainability Circle. Kiera received the Carol Vivier Scholarship in 2021 for her determination and creativity in visual storytelling. Kiera says, "I have been noticing a lot more people taking pride in their Aboriginal roots and making informational videos about their respective cultures. I believe that combining this information into modern media is a good way to start minimizing negativity." Congratulations, Kiera.
Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Hello. I'd like to start by saying I am so honored to be able to receive this award. When I got the call confirming I was a recipient, I was so flustered and so excited. I can't even begin to describe how grateful I am for this opportunity. Even since I've written, since I've written the application for this award, I feel as though I've developed a lot, both personally and on the projects I've been working on. I would like to thank some Sisler High School staff, Ms. Delorme, for encouraging me to apply and helping me through the process, as well as my digital media teachers for writing letters of recommendation and nomination for me. I've known most of them for the past 3 or 4 years, so I appreciate the encouragement and support I've gotten from them in that time. Of course, I'd also like to thank both my parents for their encouragement to pursue a career where I'd be happy and one that I'm genuinely passionate for. And lastly, I'd like to say thank you so much for the James Golic Scholarship for Women in Computology for providing me with a chance to advance towards these career goals. I've recently gotten accepted into the post-secondary school of my choice, and it was a little intimidating at first, but it doesn't seem as anxiety-inducing with the help and support of everyone I've mentioned in this speech. Again, I am so grateful, and I'm excited to see where I go from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiera, for your speech.
The second recipient for the James Golic Award is Kaylee Wood from Bunnabunaby Cree Nation, Oxford House First Nation, nominated by Kate Nizio from Pembina Trails School Division.
The next category is the James Golic Grant for Women in Computology. Kaylee Wood, a 17-year-old First Nation young lady from Bunnabunaby Cree Nation, Oxford House. She was nominated by Kate Nizio from Pembina Trails School Division. Kaylee is a student at Fort Richmond Collegiate in the Pembina Trails School Division with her highest grade attained in computer science at an amazing 99%. She is passionate about computer science because it's challenging and compares it to solving puzzles and piecing things together, which takes time. But when things fit and work, it's always worth it. Kaylee is an activist for Indigenous reconciliation and has participated in numerous efforts to help advance Indigenous awareness and sovereignty. Together with other students, they received an award for distributing essential foods and clothing to members living amongst the Thunderbird community. She is also helping to create a healing garden around Knox United Church. Kaylee wants to become a teacher because throughout her education, brilliant teachers have inspired and encouraged her to grow. She wants to do that for other children by becoming a role model. Kaylee says, "Although a situation can feel hopeless, know that there are better things waiting for you and that with hard work and determination, you can get through it." Congratulations, Kaylee.
Thank you to the James Golic Foundation for funding this award. And thank you to Ms. Nizio and Ms. Zacharias for nominating me for this opportunity. And thank you to the friendly staff of FRC for always supporting me. And thank you to friends and family for always supporting me through my challenges.
Thank you, Kaylee, for your speech. And now to our next award. The Artistic Performance Award is presented to an individual between the ages of 16 and 24 who has achieved artistic distinction in a performance medium. This award recognizes the works of acting, theater production, singer, songwriter, musicians, contemporary dancers, etc. This year's award goes to Ashton McIver from Pine Creek First Nation, nominated by Ben Campbell from River East Transcona School Division.
Ashton, on behalf of all of us at Wawanesa, I am so pleased to congratulate you for winning the 2021 MIYAA Award for Artistic Performance. Your passion for performing and sharing your gift with others is truly inspiring. We hope that you continue to be involved in the community and in your school. It's such a powerful way to learn and to grow and to lift up others. We wish you all the very best in your pursuit of studying law and music at university. Congratulations again, Ashton.
The next category is Artistic Performance, and the recipient is Ashton McIver. Ashton is 16-year-old Anishinaabe Métis from Pine Creek First Nation. He was nominated by Ben Campbell, a teacher from River East Transcona School Division. Ashton is a grade 11 student from Murdoch McKay Collegiate in the River East Transcona School Division. He is a passionate performer who excels in all of his courses, especially drama, art, and choir, with marks between 90 and 100%. He is currently the assistant director for his school's senior play and has also composed original scores that will be performed in the play. Ashton currently has a job as a page for the Manitoba Legislative Assembly, but hopes to pursue an undergrad in music, with voice as a major, before applying to law school. Ashton is a leader and has helped to support the first National Day of Truth and Reconciliation at his school. He set about creating understanding for the entire student body to be supported with a school-wide smudge. Ashton says, "I hope that I can act as a role model for Indigenous youth who are interested in the performing arts. My quote for them would be, 'Don't be afraid to reach beyond the barriers.'" Congratulations, Ashton.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. So first, I want to say thank you to Wawanesa Insurance for sponsoring my award. And I also want to say thanks to Miss Dudick. Now, when I mention Miss Dudick, like, I literally cannot express how much of a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful teacher she is. She does theater. She's one of the leaders for our Indigenous Academic Achievement Group. She teaches the First Nations Métis Inuit Studies course at our school. And she was also the one who nominated me not only for this award alongside Mr. Campbell, but also for my page job. So again, like, thank you so much, Ms. Dudek. I know you're watching this. I love you. I also want to thank Miss Jansen. She is one of the leaders for the Indigenous Academic Achievement Club. Again, she is one of those teachers that just goes above and beyond to help her students, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I, of course, also want to thank Mr. Campbell, my choir teacher, who was the one who nominated me for this award. He is, you know, he recently just had a baby, actually, so congratulations. But yeah, he's definitely a great teacher. I can always go for him if I need any help with singing or performing or whatever it may be. He's very nice, he's very skilled, and yeah, thank you. I also want to thank the people who made this star blanket and this medallion. I was talking to my mom earlier, and I was actually surprised to hear that my aunt, Valine Flatfoot, actually made this medallion. So thank you very, very, very much. I can tell that she put a lot of heart into this, and it's very, very, very impressive. I also want to thank my mom, or my stepmom, and my dad for supporting me through everything that I've done, supporting me in, you know, if I wanted to take classes outside of school, they would help me with that. They're wonderful, wonderful parents, and I couldn't ask for anything better. So once again, thank you very much for this award. Miigwech.
Elders, youth, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in congratulating this evening's recipients for the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards. It has been a great honor to host this evening's virtual event. We now ask Helen Robinson-Setti and Darlene Daniels, co-chairs of the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards, to present closing remarks and closing ceremony by Elder Dan Thomas.
Thank you, Robin and Weston, for being awesome masters of ceremony. Your enthusiasm and spirit is admired, and we appreciate the time you have taken to MC the virtual evenings.
We would like to say congratulations to the recipients and thank you to all who watched the virtual celebration this evening. There are many people who worked hard to make this event a success, and we appreciate all their support.
Elder Dan Thomas will sing the honor song for the recipients to honor their accomplishments and to wish them all the more success in their future endeavors. He will also close the evening with a closing prayer. Miigwech, everyone.
gituyan squatch tibikung. Gichimi gwech away a sema. Hagishemanidu odu tapuna na sema nangum tibikung. Our Creator, we ask you to accept this tobacco that was offered for this evening. At the end of this evening, we want to give thanks for all that has taken place. We want to give thanks for all that we have seen and all that we have eaten, all that we have drank. We want to say miigwech for all of the young people who were given awards here. We also want to say thanks for all of those who are working hard but who have not been selected to do this. We want to give thanks for all of our young people for their good road that leads to knowledge and wisdom. We ask that they might walk that road in a good way, gently, firmly, and completely. Grandfather, we want to think about all of our people at this time and ask that they might have a good rest tonight, that they might find themselves safe and refreshed in the morning. In this way, we want to give thanks for all that has taken place, all that is yet to be tonight, Grandfather. Miigwech, thank you.
Hey,